Platonically and comically, it'll never be enough for me to know you died for me, you cried for me. Consider this ship sunk. I hope you know you've said these words to Christ, not just once and not even twice, but every time you overlook his sacrifice, and every time I look over at your sinking ship, I see you weighted down with wrong relationships. Each one equates to yet another whip. Now the crimson hue of all the drips is the pool of which you're sinking in. I only hope this concept will sink in just as an anchor makes its way to the deep end. True friends will be with you through your highs and lows, through your peaks and valleys, through your cons and your pros. Don't misuse your anchors as tools to bring you down, but rather use them to keep you grounded in faith and in place and founded. When lost at sea and you look around, that's where true friends are solely found. It takes a little faith to keep on looking for where your anchor is safely hooking. Just as solid friends can be confirmed, godly relationships can be affirmed. You see, it used to be just single or taken, but if I'm not mistaken, the phrase "it's complicated" has found its way into this jaded association to relationships. We're meant to sail, not sink. Your faith designed to grow, not shrink. And I am here to make you think about how exquisitely these things are linked. Imagine yourself at the start of a maze, the path in which you take to find who you praise, so confused, not knowing each turn you make could potentially break this bond, once fused by the fire in which heated your passion for Christ. Forever fearing this righteous rearing force will be spliced. You lose sight of what's right and turn left. And all that's left of you is brokenness. Can't accept this broken mess. But now you move forwards in this maze towards the things that display your Father's desire. Every ungodly investment causes congestion with God. Trying to finish this amazing race, but instead you diminish his amazing grace by following your heart instead of your head, by listening to the world instead of what God said. Just absorb it. Your relationships are out of orbit, not revolving the sun, but instead you've begun to focus on friends, replacing your focus on God with your focus on them. But when this world of yours wants